Before we begin, let me ask you something. Take a moment and think honestly about your life. Are you truly living the life you want? Or are you simply moving from one day to the next, repeating the same routine again and again? Because many people wake up every morning, go through the motions of life, and go to sleep at night without ever asking themselves the most important question: am I truly doing what I want with my life? Have you ever thought about how limited our lives are? Time is passing every single day. Days become months. Months become years. And before we realize it, a large part of our life has already gone by. Are we truly doing what we want? Or are we simply following a path that was decided by others, by society, or by our fears? Are you ready to achieve your dreams? Or are you still stuck in old ways of thinking that never let you move forward? Think about it for a second. How many dreams have we postponed? How many ideas have we ignored? How many opportunities have we missed because we were afraid to take the first step? But what if today could be different? What if today could be the day when something inside you changes? What if I told you about a book that could answer this question and fill you with new energy and enthusiasm? A book that does not just motivate you for a few minutes, but actually changes the way you think. Do Epic Shit by Ankur Warikoo is a book that can completely change your mindset and life. It not only inspires, but also shows a path you can walk to do something great in your life. After reading this book, you will feel that you can overcome any obstacle and move yourself forward on your path. This book is not about complicated theories. It is about real experiences, real struggles, real lessons, lessons that come from someone who has experienced success, failure, fear, doubt, and growth. Now let's talk about the man behind this book. Ankur Warikoo's name resonates everywhere today. He is not just a successful entrepreneur, but also a motivational speaker and author. But his success did not come easily. He has seen many ups and downs in his journey, which is why his books and ideas reflect reality. His lessons are not based on imagination. They come from real-life experience. The title of this book is Do Epic Shit, and its purpose is very clear: to inspire us to do something great in our lives. The title itself is bold, direct, and powerful, because sometimes we need a strong push to wake us up from our routine life. Ankur has shared his life experiences so that we can understand how to achieve our dreams. He believes that success is a continuous journey that happens in small steps. This is one of the most powerful ideas in the book. Success does not happen overnight. To achieve any big goal, we first need to set small goals that gradually lead us to bigger ones. Step by step, day by day, effort by effort. And slowly those small steps turn into something extraordinary. Do Epic Shit begins with the idea that we should live every day of our lives as if it were the most important day. Think about that for a moment. If today were the most important day of your life, would you still waste time? Would you still postpone your dreams? Would you still ignore the things that truly matter to you? This book doesn't just give advice. It teaches us how to change our lives. Ankur Warikoo has learned the art of balancing success and failure through many ups and downs in his life. His story helps us understand that failures are never meant to stop us. Instead, they prepare us to become better. When we fail at something, it gives us an opportunity to recognize ourselves. Failure becomes a mirror. It shows us where we are weak, where we need improvement, and where we can grow. This book repeatedly emphasizes that failure should be seen as a step towards success, because without failure, growth is impossible. Every mistake teaches something. Every setback reveals something. And every failure prepares us for the next opportunity. But we learn a lot, not just from failure, but from success too. Ankur Warikoo says that success truly has no meaning unless we are on the right path in our lives, because success without purpose feels empty. He also explained that behind success is not just hard work, but also the right direction and purpose. According to him, until we understand the purpose of our actions, we cannot truly do anything great. Purpose gives direction. Purpose gives meaning. Purpose gives energy. Without purpose, we may keep working hard, but still feel lost. Every person has their own journey, and in that journey they realize their strengths and weaknesses. Ankur Wariku has openly shared his life struggles to help us understand that success is not just luck, but the result of our hard work, mindset, and direction. He also stated that to find the right direction, the most important thing is to learn from our mistakes. Sometimes we repeat the same mistakes because we don't learn from them. When we repeat mistakes again and again, progress becomes impossible. But when we learn from mistakes, those mistakes become lessons. And those lessons become stepping stones towards success. Now that we understand how important purpose and direction are in our lives, let us move forward to another powerful idea that Ankur Wariku emphasizes throughout this book. Because knowing what you want is only the beginning. The real journey begins when you decide that you will not give up, no matter how difficult the road becomes. This brings us to the next powerful lesson. Ankur Wariku's book teaches us never to give up in life, no matter the circumstances. Life will test us, it will challenge us, it will push us to our limits. But the people who succeed are not the ones who never face difficulties. They are the ones who continue moving forward despite those difficulties. We should continue to struggle to achieve our dreams. This book also tells us that to achieve any goal, we must face our fears. Fear is one of the biggest barriers between us and our dreams. Fear is what stops us from moving forward. Fear is what convinces us to stay where we are. But when we face fear and overcome it, we realize our true strength. Often, the things we fear the most are the very things that help us grow the most. When Ankur Wariku started his business, he also faced many challenges. He says that in the beginning, he failed many times, but he never gave up. He always believed that every failure teaches something new, and this learning helps us move forward. Every mistake becomes a lesson, every obstacle becomes an opportunity, and every struggle makes us stronger. Now, let's talk about a very important aspect that Ankur Wariku repeatedly emphasizes in his book: time management. Think about it. Every person on this planet has the same amount of time in a day. 24 hours. No more, no less. But the difference between successful people and others is how they use those 24 hours. We don't lack time. Rather, we fail to use it correctly. Many people say they don't have enough time, but the truth is that they have not learned how to manage their time properly. Ankur says that if we want to do something great in our lives, we must use our time correctly. We all have 24 hours, and these are our biggest resources. Time is the one resource that cannot be replaced. If we lose money, we can earn it again. If we lose opportunities, we can find new ones. But if we lose time, it is gone forever. If we manage our time correctly, we can achieve anything in our lives. He says that we should see every day as a new beginning. Every day is a fresh opportunity, a fresh chance to improve ourselves, a fresh chance to move closer to our dreams. We should never think that it's too late. Many people postpone their dreams because they believe the right time has already passed. But the truth is very different. There is never a right time to start in life, because we have to create the right time ourselves. The perfect moment does not exist. What exists is the moment when you decide to begin. We just have to set our direction, and everything else falls into place. Ankur Wariku believes that no work in life is small, whether it's big or small. Many people wait for big opportunities, but success is often built through small efforts. If we do it with our full effort and honesty, it will naturally become great. Effort gives value to every task. Dedication transforms ordinary work into extraordinary achievements. He also talks about maintaining balance in life. Success is not only about work, success is also about balance. Often, we get so engrossed in work that we don't make time for family, friends, and ourselves. But the true purpose of life is not just work. It's also cherishing relationships. Relationships give us emotional support. They give us happiness. They give us meaning beyond achievements. Ankur says that if we maintain strong relationships, it provides us with mental peace and balance, which is very important for success in life. Without peace of mind, success loses its value. Now, let's talk about the power hidden in our thoughts. Because everything in life begins with a thought. And Ankur says in his book that if we direct our thoughts in the right direction, we can overcome any obstacle. But the biggest problem is that we don't direct our thoughts, and this often holds us back. Many people allow negative thoughts to control their lives. Doubt, fear, self-criticism, but these thoughts slowly limit our potential. The power of thought is immense, and we need to understand it. Our thoughts influence our actions, and our actions determine our success or failure. Everything begins in the mind. If we believe we cannot succeed, we will never try seriously. But if we believe we are capable, we start taking action. Ankur says that the kind of thoughts we have in our lives determines our future. If we consider ourselves weak, we cannot face any difficulty. But if we recognize our strength and see every challenge as an opportunity, we can achieve a lot. This very idea inspires us to change our thinking. Because when our thinking changes, our actions change. And when our actions change, our entire life begins to change. In this book, Ankur tries to explain that everyone has an invisible power that can help them find solutions to every problem. Most people underestimate their own potential. They believe they are not capable. But that belief is often incorrect. This power depends only on our thoughts and perspective. If we make our thoughts positive and are ready to face our fears, we will not have to face any difficulty. Ankur believes that the journey of self-improvement never ends. Growth is not a destination. It is a continuous process. Every day we can learn something new within ourselves and make ourselves better than before. This book teaches us that there is no shortcut to success. Success requires patience. It requires dedication. It requires continuous effort. It requires hard work, time, and dedication. A day will come when we will say to ourselves, I have truly done something great, and we will realize this when we complete the journey that leads us to our dreams. Now that we understand the importance of mindset and self-improvement, let us move forward to another powerful truth that Ankur emphasizes. Because success does not come easily. Every dream has a price. Every achievement requires effort, and that effort often appears in the form of struggle. Now let's talk about something we need during our journey: struggle. Success stories often look beautiful from the outside, but behind every success story, there is a long journey filled with challenges, failures, and perseverance. Ankur has clearly stated that success never comes without struggle. Every meaningful achievement requires effort. We have to struggle at every step, and this struggle makes us strong. Struggle is not a sign of weakness. In fact, struggle is what prepares us for greatness. When we face any difficulty, it gives us an opportunity to know ourselves. Challenges reveal our character. They reveal our courage. They reveal our determination. This struggle makes us realize our true strength. Many times we underestimate ourselves until life forces us to discover what we are capable of. If we think about it, behind every great achievement lies a long struggle. Every successful entrepreneur, every successful athlete, every successful artist, all of them face difficulties before reaching their goals. Ankur has also shared his life struggles, and this helps us understand that nothing great can be achieved without struggle. His experiences remind us that even the most successful people started from uncertainty. Whenever we face a difficulty, it teaches us how strong we are, and when we emerge from that struggle, our self-confidence doubles. Every challenge overcome increases our belief in ourselves. And with each victory, no matter how small, our courage grows stronger. But do you know that the most important thing we need during struggle is patience? In today's fast-paced world, patience has become rare. Many people want instant success, instant results, instant rewards. But real success takes time. Ankur Wariko says that it is very important to have patience during our journey. Without patience, we cannot achieve any goal. Patience allows us to stay committed, even when results are not immediately visible. Having patience in life is very important, because when we go through struggles, we have to believe in ourselves. Belief keeps us moving forward. Many times, we don't get immediate results, but if we keep working hard, success will be ours one day. Progress often happens slowly, step by step, day by day. Otherwise, many people give up their path because they fear failure or they want immediate results. Impatience causes people to abandon their dreams too early. But Ankur Wariko teaches us that there is no fixed time for success. Everyone's journey is different. Some people succeed early, some succeed later. But persistence always leads somewhere meaningful. The more we struggle, the sooner success will come. That is why we should be honest and dedicated towards our goal, and success will definitely be ours. Dedication combined with patience creates unstoppable momentum. Another important point that Ankur shares in his book is the importance of a healthy lifestyle. Success is not only about achievements, it is also about maintaining physical and mental well-being. He believes that if our physical and mental condition is not good, we cannot do any work well. Without health, even success loses its meaning. Therefore, it is very important to take care of our health. To achieve success in life, a healthy body and a strong mental state are necessary. Our mind and body work together. If we are not fit, we cannot fully focus on our work. Fatigue affects productivity. Stress affects decision-making. Ankur Wariko has also said that when we keep ourselves mentally and physically healthy, we can face every challenge in a better way. A strong body supports a strong mind. Our mental state affects our decisions, and if our mindset is positive, we can see difficulties as opportunities. That is why we should take care of our health so that we can achieve success in every area of our lives. Health is not a luxury, it is a foundation. Besides this, Ankur Wariko also says in his book that on the path to success, we need to improve our habits. Habits shape our lives more than we realize. Our habits determine our future. Daily actions accumulate over time. If our habits are not right, we cannot achieve any goal. Bad habits slowly pull us away from our goals. That is why we need to change our habits. Good habits create a strong foundation for long-term success. If we start our day well, our whole day goes well. Morning routines often set the tone for productivity and mindset. Ankur has also explained in his book that to improve our habits, we first need to understand ourselves. Self-awareness helps us identify which habits support our growth. We need to know what kind of habits we should adopt that will move us towards our goal. If we understand this, we can overcome any difficulty. Habits are powerful because they operate automatically once formed. Another point that Ankur repeatedly emphasizes in his book is the correct use of time. Time management appears again and again in his teachings because of its importance. We all have 24 hours, and if we use our time correctly, we can achieve any goal. Every minute can either move us closer to our dreams or further away from them. Proper time management is very important for achieving success in life. Time used wisely multiplies productivity. If we use time in the right direction, we can reach our goals quickly. When priorities become clear, time becomes easier to manage. Now, when we talk about moving towards our dreams, another important aspect comes up, and that is focus. Focus is the bridge between effort and results. Without focus, even the hardest work can lead nowhere. Ankur Wariko teaches us in his book that the most important thing we need for success is to be completely focused on our goal. Focus helps us eliminate distractions. It helps us channel our energy toward what truly matters. Without focus, we cannot achieve excellence in any work. Excellence demands attention, dedication, and clarity. We need to understand that if we truly want to achieve our dreams, we need to put our energy and time in the right direction. Energy divided into too many directions weakens progress. But concentrated energy creates momentum. Ankur believes that often we get distracted from our goals because our energy and attention get divided everywhere. Modern life is full of distractions. Social media, notifications, endless entertainment. But when we focus completely on one goal, we can succeed in achieving that goal. Clarity of focus turns effort into achievement. He has also explained in his book that if we put the right focus into something, no challenge seems big to us, because focus strengthens determination. Another important point about focus is that we need to set our priorities correctly. Priorities determine how we spend our time, and how we spend our time determines our future. When we understand our priorities correctly, we know which direction we need to go and what we should do first. Clarity removes confusion. This helps us make our journey easier and faster. When priorities become clear, decisions become easier. Ankur Wariku realized in his life journey that when he prioritized his work, a big change came in his life. He now puts his energy and time into tasks that help him achieve his goal. This shift in priorities transformed his productivity. He explained to us that success does not come from a single day's hard work, but from continuous efforts in the right direction. Consistency matters more than intensity. Small daily progress eventually leads to great achievements. Now, let's talk about another important thing that is a part of everyone's life: honesty with oneself. Self-honesty is one of the most powerful tools for personal growth. Ankur Wariku says that we often lie to ourselves. Sometimes we avoid difficult truths. Sometimes we ignore our weaknesses. We do not accept our real situation, and this causes obstacles in our success. Because improvement begins with acceptance. If we are honest with ourselves and recognize our flaws, we can move faster on the path of improvement. Self-awareness leads to self-improvement. He also says that self-reflection is very important. Reflection allows us to evaluate our actions and decisions. We need to understand where we are going wrong and where we need improvement. Self-reflection helps us understand which direction we are moving in and what steps we should take to make our journey better. It allows us to correct our mistakes and move forward with clarity. Along with this, we also need to understand that comparing ourselves to others is a big obstacle on our path to success. Comparison creates unnecessary pressure. Ankur Wariku repeatedly says that we should focus on our journey and not compare ourselves to others. Everyone's journey is different. Everyone has different circumstances. Everyone progresses at their own pace. Everyone's journey is different, and our path to success is only for us. Many times, we feel inferior after seeing others' success. But it is important to understand that everyone's situation is different. Others' success can inspire us, but we should focus on our own journey. If we compare ourselves to others, we will never be able to fully recognize ourselves. True growth begins when we focus on our own progress. Now let's talk about a very important aspect that every one of us should understand: the importance of continuous learning. Learning should never stop. Growth is a lifelong journey. Ankur Wariku says in his book that we should always be ready to learn something new in our lives. Knowledge expands our thinking. It opens new possibilities. Knowledge and education are not limited to school and college. Rather, it is a lifelong process. Life itself is the greatest teacher. We should try to learn something new every day during our journey, because every experience in life teaches us something. Even failures carry valuable lessons. Ankur believes that when we are ready to learn something, we can learn a lot, even from our mistakes. Mistakes become powerful teachers when we are open to learning. It is clearly visible in his words that we should always look at the world with an open mind and take any experience as an opportunity to learn. An open mind attracts new opportunities. He also says that continuous learning in life not only gives us information, but also develops our perspective. Perspective shapes our decisions. When we learn from our experiences, our thinking changes, and we can see things in new ways. This makes us a better person and helps us achieve our goals. Ankur has also shared this idea in his book that we should never be afraid to step out of our comfort zone. Growth begins where comfort ends. Fear is just a result of our thinking, and when we face that fear, we take our lives to a new level. Fear disappears when we confront it. Staying in the comfort zone is easy, but this is where we limit ourselves. Comfort can become a cage. When we cross our limits and adopt new things, we get new opportunities in life, and this helps us move towards success. New challenges bring new possibilities. Now let's talk about the power hidden in our sensitivity. Ankur Warikoo says that it is very important to understand and control our emotions. Emotional awareness helps us make better decisions. If we understand our emotions correctly, we can keep ourselves balanced in any situation. Balance is the key to clarity. This helps us to set the right direction in our decisions. Often, we make wrong decisions under the influence of our emotions, and later we regret it. But when we understand our emotions correctly, we make our decisions calmly and thoughtfully. This not only gives us mental peace, but also shows us the right direction in our journey. Another important point that Ankur Warikoo mentions in his book is the effect of positivity. Positive thinking shapes our outlook toward life. He says that we should try to remain positive in every situation because positive thinking helps us find solutions to any problem. Problems become manageable when approached with optimism. When we have a positive mindset, we see any difficulty as a challenge, not an obstacle. Challenges encourage growth. Positive thinking gives us the ability to see opportunities amidst our problems. Opportunities often hide inside difficulties. Ankur has experienced this many times in his life, and that is why he has shared it in his book. He believes that when we remain positive, both our energy and self-confidence increase, and we are fully ready to do any work. Confidence fuels action. Ankur Warikoo also says in his book that we should listen to our sensitivities. This helps us to recognize our inner strength. We can never achieve true success in our lives by ignoring our sensitivities. We should make our decisions only by understanding our emotions. Now, let's talk about another important aspect: commitment to growth. Growth requires dedication. Ankur Warikoo says that we should commit ourselves to learning something new every day and making ourselves better in our lives. Daily improvement compounds into extraordinary transformation. When we continuously motivate ourselves to improve, we can overcome any obstacle. Persistence builds strength. He also says that when we move towards a goal, we should be committed to that goal. Commitment keeps us moving forward. If we are fully committed to doing any work, our hard work never goes in vain. Dedication eventually produces results. This inspires us to overcome every challenge and helps us reach our goal quickly. Now we come to the most important part of this book, which is the success mindset. Mindset shapes our destiny. Ankur Warikoo repeatedly emphasizes in his book that success does not come only from hard work and efforts, but it also depends on mindset. Mindset determines how we react to challenges. If we keep our mindset in the right direction, we can overcome any difficulty. The success mindset inspires us to move towards our goal with our full strength and energy every day. Ankur Warikoo says that if we have full faith in any work, we can make that work completely successful. The first step to success is faith. When we believe in ourselves, we can face any problem or difficulty in a better way. He also believes that it is very important for us to face our fears. Fear takes us away from our true goal, and we should understand that fear is just an illusion of our mind. When we understand our fear as reality and face it, we realize our full strength and potential. Ankur Warikoo also repeatedly talks about ignoring others' opinions in his book. When we work for our dreams and goals, sometimes people can make us a victim of doubt and criticism. But we need to understand that everyone has a different perspective, and we should be fully dedicated to our goals. When we are completely honest and dedicated in our work, we should not worry about anyone's opinions. Everyone's journey is different in this world, and we should focus on our own journey. We need to learn that others' opinions should not affect our lives. Ankur Warikoo also says in his book that if we want to stay on our path to success, we We need to keep improving continuously. One day's improvement will not take us far, but when we keep making small improvements continuously, we get big results. That is why we should try to improve in every aspect of our lives. This improvement can range from our way of thinking to our actions and habits. We should never stop our journey of improvement because it makes us a little better every day. Now let's talk about the importance of time. Ankur Warikoo says that time is the most valuable resource we have, and we should use it very wisely. Time once lost never returns. Time never comes back, and we should use it completely to achieve our goal. He also says that we should correctly determine our priorities. If we use time in the right direction, we can achieve success in our lives. Proper time management helps us maintain balance in our work and prioritize our goals. Warikoo also says in his book that it is very important to avoid laziness. Laziness is the biggest obstacle on our path, and it takes us away from our goals. If we are lazy, we can never work to our full potential. We should work with complete honesty and dedication towards our work, and not let laziness come in our way. Ankur Warikoo also shares in his book that we should strengthen our network. A good network helps us achieve our goals. When we have the right people who inspire us and help us, we can succeed in our journey. He also says that we should build good relationships with the people around us, because this provides us with help in our journey. A good network guides us in the right direction and inspires us at every step. If you liked this video, please like it, share it, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.